Welcome, everybody, to another episode of J-Man's Road Rants. You know, I thought I'd never come back to this, but it just seems like this particular issue, we have to talk about it. So, what we're going to be talking about, of course, is Tyreek getting pulled over by the Miami PD. So, wait for the intro. We'll be right back. Okay, so as I stated, we got to talk about this Tyreek getting pulled over by the Miami Police Department. It's like they're making the NFL and the media are, of course, making this out to be like it was some racially motivated police stop, because that's the agenda. The media needs to make the cops look racist. Now, first off, to what I can tell, none of the cops were even white. They were all Latino, but that doesn't matter. It's still a racial crime. It has to be. Tyreek's black, so we have to make it a racial crime. I don't know if anybody has seen the actual, cam footage, because I've seen it. But I remember before seeing it, and it was before he played, or maybe it was even after he played that game on Sunday, he was asked about it, and he said, my mama raised me right. I was very respectful and all that. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe, I'm only going on Tyreek's words, obviously, maybe that this was a bad case. But then the body footage gets released. And you're seeing from the body cam, the officer's on a motorcycle. He pulls up alongside Tyreek on the road, telling him to pull over. Now, by the way, Tyreek's window was down. Tyreek asked what he was being pulled over for, and the police officer told him speeding, because he was speeding and driving recklessly. And they even told him, go ahead and pull up there, further up the road, to get onto the side of the road, which he did. Now, you could see also in the body cam footage, as the motorcycle officer gets behind his car and start to, put the kick pedal down and, turn the motorcycle off, you see that Tyreek wheel is down. And then as the officer gets off of the motorcycle, Tyreek rolls his window up. Why? So then the officer has to knock on the window, and he literally knocks like that. To which Tyreek responds, when he finally gets the window down, 6 times. He says, don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my window like that. Now, the officer's the whole time trying to explain. First off, he says, why aren't you wearing a seatbelt? And he's also trying to explain to him, you were speeding, pulling, this is the reason why. But Tyreek's saying only, don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my window like that. He says that 6 times while interrupting the officer, which, by the way, is not respectful, but we'll get there. Then, he says to the officer, just go give me my ticket. I got a game to be to. And then he rolls his window back up. Again, not respectful. There's something about this generation, but whatever. So the officer again knocks on the window, telling him, you need to roll your window down. Roll your window, keep your window down. Keep your window down. He rolls it down a crack, and he says, don't tell me what to do. Again, not respectful. The officer then tells him, you need to keep the window down, or you're going to get out of the car. And of course, Tyreek's still saying, I couldn't hear what he was saying at this point while the officer was talking, until finally the officer said, you know what, as a matter of fact, just get out of the car. And he had to say that 4 more times before another officer helped open up the door and pull Tyreek from the car to the ground to handcuff him. Now, again, I'm going to tell you right now, go back to any situation, I don't care, white, black, Hispanic, it doesn't really matter who you are. If in that situation you get pulled over with your window down, and the officer comes, you leave your window down for one, but the officer comes up and he says why he pulled you over, asking for your license and registration, you calmly hand it to him. Then he goes back and does his business, comes back and gives you whatever, the warning, the ticket, and your license and registration back. It doesn't matter your skin tone or your race. It doesn't at all. Just, yes, sir. No, sir. Here you go, sir. It's simple. But when you're disrespectful Why you knock on my window like that? Why you knock on my window like that? Just give me my damn ticket. I got a game to go to. You know, don't tell me what to do. How else do you think these officers are supposed to respond to that? See, today's generation, they think they're not being respectful. And I guarantee you there are a lot of people of this younger generations, these millennials and zillennials, that are looking at this body cam footage going, see, he was respectful. No, he wasn't. It is amazing to me. And honestly, I've seen the whole footage. Did it look rough? Yes. But if he'd have just been respectful, yes, sir, no, sir, here's my license, thank you, and that was it, we wouldn't even be hearing about this story. This is all on Tyreek. And anybody who says differently is an idiot. And obviously of the younger generation that thinks they're never disrespectful, even though they always are. Anyway, if you like this episode, give me a like, give me a comment, let's have a discussion about it in the comment section. I'm okay with that. You can follow me on Twitter. I guess it's X now. I don't know. At JManFromKC, and also Instagram. Thanks again for watching, and have a good day.